Thank God. How's it going? Sorry it took so long fighting with the YouTube again. I don't know why every so often it doesn't want me to get on. But we got her working now. We've got 3 of them filled from Facebook. We had 2 Breaking Brads and a Gold Rush Series 2. It'll be the first Gold Rush we've done out of this series. Hopefully some big stuff will come out. All right, first up, we're going to do the first Breaking Brad. It filled first, then the second one, then the Gold Rush. So Gold Rush will be third, and the Breaking Brad will be first. After that, we will try live filler 2. How's it going, Brady? All right, we're going to jump right in, pull some randoms. Sorry, like I said, sorry I had to wait a half hour, but I was trying the whole time to get it to work. It finally did after about the 20th try. Okay, guys, first up, we had Scott with Kansas City. It's Minnesota. Hope everybody had a good 4th. Nathan, Detroit. Tennessee. Fireworks, family time, whatever it is you do on the 4th. Scott, Houston, Washington. Bill, Vegas, San Francisco. Green Bay and Baltimore. I don't think anybody listed them, but if anybody wants to sell a random, let Johnny 5 know for the Gold Rush. Al, Cincy, Carolina. Bill, Atlanta. Seattle. Al, Rams. Saints. Bill, Buffalo. Cleveland. Al, Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh. Jacob, Dallas. Philly. Brady, Indy. Denver. Greg, Giants, Cardinals. Jags and Jets. Ryan, Chargers. Bears. And Greg closed us with Miami. Got New England. All right, guys, break number one. We've got Scott, Kansas City, Minnesota. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Scott, Houston, Washington. Bill, Vegas, San Fran, Green Bay, Baltimore. Al, Cincy, Carolina. Bill, Atlanta, Seattle. Al, Rams, Saints. Bill, Buffalo, Cleveland. Al, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh. Jacob, Dallas, Philly. Brady, Indy, Denver. Greg, Giants, Cardinals, Jags, and Jets. Ryan, Chargers, Bears. And Greg, Miami and New England. All right, let's get a random number. Get a couple boxes. We think we've got 99 boxes filled tonight. Might be 100. Let's see, it's 84, 5, 6, 7, 8, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 99. All right, our random number will be a number between 4 and 9. We will randomize it 5 times to get that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to be the number 9 tonight. Times 9. Steve's looking to buy Pittsburgh in this one. Getting a little nervous about Pittsburgh. They better get TJ signed. I think he wants $40 million a year. Best defender of the last decade. Might as well give it to him. Myles Garrett's worth 40. TJ's worth 40. All right, 9 times. Said other teams are calling about TJ Watt. I can't imagine them trading him. My goodness, that would be horrible. 7, 8, and 9. We got box 203 and 86. 202, 7, 5, 6. There's 203. And 86 should be there. Randomize that list 9 times. 203 and 86. All right, let me grab them. .203 and 86. Al must not be on yet. All right, guys, we're going to get it started. First up, box 203. Wow, too much of me on there. Okay, box 203. Good luck. Here we go. All right, let's see what we got first. Chiefs. I believe that's a flat white. Kansas City. Scott. All right, this, the flat white helmet. Red key authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Johnny 5 says Trent Green. Nailed it. Trent Green, the quarterback. He was a couple before Patrick Mahomes. Nice hit, Scott. Trent Green on the flat right. All right, starting it off with a Chief. And then we're going with box 86. See what we can get. Second box, Chicago. It's a bear. The Bears. Chicago, Ryan. This one, the classic speed. JSA authenticated. Guessing Rome. We shall see. It is not. Hall of Fame 02. Gigantic signature right across there. Easy to read in orange ink. Looking good. Nice hit, Ryan. Dan Hampton, the Hall of Famer. And he's got a fantastic signature. Danimal. I love it when he puts all the inscriptions on. Man, he takes his time. He's going to give you your money's worth when he signs the helmet. Nice hit, Ryan. The Danimal. Isn't that like yogurt pouches now? Danimals? For some reason, I'm thinking my kids ate Danimals. I could be wrong. It worked out for him. Yeah, Ryan, I appreciate it. I did want to say if you haven't got a helmet from a break before last, it's coming. I asked somebody to set it out. They didn't, and I didn't see that they were put somewhere, so I do have some that were delayed. I apologize. They'll be out Monday. Boxed up and ready to go, but kids, we have them to make us age prematurely. I always wondered what it'd be like to be single and like kid free. Seems like it'd be good and bad, but I feel like I look younger and have more money. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, this is Breaking Brad, the second one. All right, Ryan, I appreciate it. Yeah, because you are one of those that is delayed. That's how I remembered it. All right, let's grab some randoms here. Hope everybody, like I said, had a great 4th. Did something fun. The lake, I live by a lake. It's like 2 minutes from my house. And we got out early yesterday morning because by noon, there are hundreds of boats out there. No room to fish. We got out early and I caught my biggest saw guy of the year. That's like being single sucks at times. Getting my biggest saw guy of the year. That's like, I don't know, probably how it feels hitting a Tom Brady. I was pretty stoked. I was going to put a picture on, but I realized I looked ridiculous in the picture, so I figured save the jokes. Okay, guys, we got Bill up first. Kansas City, Vegas, Buffalo. We're getting Jacksonville, Houston, and Seattle. I wouldn't want to be single. I just wonder if my hair would still be not gray and there. Greg, Indy, Cincy, San Francisco, New England, Tennessee, and New York. New York Giants. Vlad, Pittsburgh, Philly. Carlos, Baltimore, Cleveland. Al, Tampa Bay, Rams and Broncos. Saints, Cards, and Panthers. Nathan, Detroit, Miami. Zach, Dallas, Washington. Tyler, Green Bay, Atlanta. And Lindsay, Minnesota and Chicago for the close. Chargers, Jets. So for break number 2, we got Bill, Kansas City, Vegas, Buffalo, Jacksonville, Houston, Seattle. Greg, Colts, Patriots, Bengals, Titans, Niners, and Giants. Vlad, Pittsburgh, Philly. Carlos, Baltimore, Cleveland. Al, Tampa Bay, Rams, Broncos, Saints, Cardinals, and Panthers. Nathan, Detroit, Miami. Zach, Dallas, Washington. Tyler, Green Bay, Atlanta. Lindsay, Minnesota, Chicago, Chargers, and Jets. All right, here we go. I can still hear fireworks outside. They're having a show on the water tonight. I got trees around my house, so I can't see it, but the guy who owns R&L Carriers has a pretty nice place on Rocky Fork Lake, and he pays to have a big fireworks show it's usually the Saturday before or after the 4th, and it's tonight. I want to take my boat out there, but I don't like going out in the dark. All right, we got box 92 and 35. Both are there. Randomized 9 times. 92 and 35. Burn the woods down. I don't do fireworks. Where I live, pretty much every redneck around lets off fireworks by the hundreds, and it looks fun, but I don't do them. I'm not quite a redneck. I guess I'm like a shade of orange. All right, guys. First up on this one, we're going to do box 35. Good luck. Let's get a big one. First up, Dallas. That is... Where's Dallas? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Zach. Zach had Dallas. Earpiece right there with the card. Stick that there so I don't lose it. We got Schwartz authenticated. One earpiece is still in. Other in the bag. Hall of Fame 1980. Bob Lilly. He's a defensive lineman is what I'm thinking. Nice hit, Zach. Bob Lilly, Hall of Famer. Zach taking the Cowboy. Let's drop that bag. Bucks 92. This is the second in the second break. We'll do some live fills after Gold Rush. You're welcome, Zach. Nice hit. Oh, this is pretty. A slate. A Green Bay slate. Tyler with the Packers. Getting a slate. Forgot what box number that was because I can't remember. JSA authenticated. Both earpieces are in. And I didn't write who this is. Didn't put him on my list. Gold ink on that Packer helmet. Anybody recognize that signature? The Packer guy can read them all. Bullard. What's his first name? Bullard. Bullard. Javon Bullard. Remember that now. Safety from Georgia. Boy, he's had a G for a while, hasn't he? Georgia to the Packers. Nice hit, Tyler. The Green Bay slate. Javon Bullard. Gold ink. I don't know. Doesn't stand out quite as much as like a white or something, but nice hit. Javon Bullard on the Packers. All right, guys, let me grab the Gold Rush case. We're doing one helmet. Case of Gold Rush. Fresh and unopened. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll let random.org pick a box for us. Then we'll get randoms. And we'll see what we get out of this. I haven't seen any of this opened yet. I don't know. I was talking to somebody today. Seems late in the year for Gold Rush to only be on Series 2. They might have made a huge Series 1 or something. Four, 7, and 9. We're going with box number 2. That will be that one. Yeah, usually by July, I think they're on their 3rd or 4th series of the year, but this year must be going a little slow. All right. Gold Rush box 2. Set that up there. Ooh, let's get some randoms. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Detroit, Dallas. This is kind of interesting for me. I got ejected from a baseball game this week. It was the first time in my life I've ever been ejected. I've coached for the last 18 years, I think. Never got kicked out. I was watching my son's game, and the pitcher on his team threw the ball right down the middle. My son, who is also an umpire at the park, was standing beside me. I said, "It's okay, Cam. It was a good pitch. He just missed it." I did not laugh at him, make fun of him in any way. And the umpire turned around and started yelling at me and told me to leave. I couldn't believe it. I was feeling pretty stupid. don't know if any of you have ever been ejected, but it kind of sucked. I had to go to my car and watch the rest of the game. Pretty stupid. There were people running up to me. I actually felt liked. They were like, "Oh man, you didn't do anything." Chris, Detroit, Carolina. It's crazy though, because my son works with that guy most nights, and it was just shocking. Greg, Dallas, Washington. Al, San Francisco, Green Bay, New York, Giants, and the Houston Texans. Jesse, Kansas City, New Orleans, Tyler, Cincinnati, Seattle, Vlad, Philly, the Rams, Wally, Baltimore, Tennessee, Steve, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers. Bill, Tampa Bay and Chicago, Arizona, and Atlanta. Did anybody want to sell one to Johnny 5? I didn't see it. Let me know. Brady, Denver, Minnesota, and Indy. Gonna get you Miami, Vegas, and the Jets. And Scorching Sports Cards, you closed us up with Cleveland and New England. You got Jacksonville and Buffalo. All right, guys, for this box of Gold Rush, we've got Chris, Detroit, Carolina, Greg, Dallas, Washington, Al, San Fran, Green Bay, Giants and Texans, Jesse, Kansas City, New Orleans, Tyler, Cincy, Seattle, Vlad, Philly and the Rams, Wally, Baltimore, Tennessee, Steve, Pittsburgh and the Chargers, Bill, Tampa Bay, Arizona, Chicago, Atlanta, Denver, Miami. Oh, Denver, Miami is Brady. Sorry about that. Brady also got Minnesota and Vegas, Indy and the Jets, and Scorching Sports Cards. You closed us up with Cleveland, New England, and you got Jacksonville and Buffalo. Johnny 5's guessing Emeka Mbuka. That's a great hit. I've got him on my Ohio State wall. See what we can get. Gold Rush, Series 2, first box of the case. Oh. Sealed. We got a Titan, Tennessee, Wally. Wally claimed Baltimore, got Tennessee as a random. Johnny 5 guessing Tannehill now. Got a Tennessee Eclipse. Beckett authenticated. Both of them are there. Let's see what you got, Wally. There he is, the 2,000-yard man, CJ2K. Chris Johnson. Nice hit, Wally. Chris Johnson on the Eclipse. All right, that's our Gold Rush. We'll do another one next Saturday. And there is a chance I will put one on eBay. I haven't done that in so long. I always talk about it and never do it. Let me get a live fill typed in. It'll be a 2-box. Give me a second. I type extremely slow. There it is. Grab a spot if you want one. Man, I saw Al did a golf thing where you had to pick the amount of putts he had. And I thought, man, I should do that. And then I saw Al had 32 putts. There was 30 putts or something like that. And I was like, oh my. If you're supposed to be in the 30s, I should not be telling people how many putts it takes me to get through 18 holes. I have more than 30 putts on freaking putt. I was pretty impressed, Al. Greg, Kansas City. And that's 9 holes on putt. Dave, Washington. Nathan, Detroit. I don't get to the golf course very often. Most of what I do is just drive balls out in my yard. We started with a whole big cooler of balls, and my son and I have managed to lose the vast majority. Johnny 5, Buffalo. Greg, San Francisco. Steve, Pittsburgh. I cannot get good at golf no matter how hard I try. Al, Cincy. Greg, Houston. That's halfway. Al, Tampa Bay. Cade, Minnesota. Brady, Indy. Ryan, Vegas. That's spot 12. Just tap it in. Brady, Cleveland. Honestly, watching me on the course is kind of like watching Happy Gilmore. Zach, Pittsburgh is gone. We've got 3 spots left. I'll run through these real quick. We got New England, Green Bay, Dallas. I do remember a Dak. Philly. Baltimore has a Ray Lewis. Denver has a Bo Nix. Chicago. Kate, you have Chicago? Did I? Yes, you do. Definitely have Chicago. Thank you. Let me put it back in the order it's supposed to be. Gosh, I didn't even write it down. Brady had Cleveland. Right before Ryan. Okay. Got it fixed. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have 2 spots left. Brugman, Chargers. 1 spot left. We got Seattle. Vlad, Philly to close. All right, that does it. We'll try another one after this. Pull us a couple monsters out of there and do another one. Okie dokie. We got Greg, Kansas City, Seattle. Oh, let me check that. I might have missed something. Dave, Washington. Tennessee. I appreciate it, Al. Nathan, Detroit. Carolina. Johnny 5, Buffalo. The Giants. Greg, San Fran. New England. Steve, Pittsburgh. Green Bay. Al, Cincy. The Jets. Greg, Houston. Baltimore. Al, Tampa Bay. Denver. Cade, Minnesota. Dallas. Brady, Indy. Atlanta. Cade, Chicago, the one I tried to skip. Miami. Ryan, Vegas. The Rams. Brady, Cleveland. Jacksonville. Brugman, Chargers. Saints. And Vlad, Philly, Arizona. All right. We got Greg, Kansas City, Seattle. Dave, Washington, Tennessee. Nathan, Detroit, Carolina. Johnny 5, Buffalo and the Giants. Greg, San Fran, New England. Steve, Pittsburgh, Green Bay. Al, Cincy and the Jets. Greg, Houston, Baltimore. Al, Tampa Bay, Denver. Cade, Minnesota, Dallas. Brady, Indy, Atlanta. Cade, Chicago, Miami. Ryan, Vegas and the Rams. Brady, Cleveland, Jacksonville. Brugman, Chargers, Saints. And Vlad, Philly, Arizona. All right, guys, let's grab us a couple more boxes. I took off, as you all know, earlier in the week. I just figured around the 4th. I was afraid everybody would be traveling on Thursday. And then we had a July 4th party at my house yesterday. So I thought it would be rude to tell everybody to get the hell out of my house before the party was over. So here I am, but I'll tell you what, every single day I feel like I become more and more like Red Foreman from the 70s show. So by the time everybody left, I was ready to kick them out of my house. Not really. It was pretty fun. And 9, we got box 53 and box 5. I see 5. And 53 is there also. Got them both. 53 and 5. $53 and $5. All right, guys, let's see what we got. We will try one more, at least one more. I'm going to start off with box 5. Let's make it a good one. Cincy, the Bengals with the earpiece in the bag, making it hard to get out of the bag. Earpiece is in there. The Bengals. Al. Al had the Bengals. Schwartz authenticated, one earpiece is in. Wish I'd quit signing it sideways. Every one of them does it. What's that say? 1981 NFL MVP. Hal says Ken. That is Ken Anderson. I think the most deserving Hall of Famer not in there. I'm not sure how they keep Ken Anderson out of the Hall of Fame. He should get there. He was good. I'm not a Bengals fan, but man, Ken Anderson was a Really good quarterback, late 80s or late 70s, early 80s. Nice hit, Al. All right. On to box 53. Ken Anderson in the first one. Well, what do we got in the second? It's like almost like deja vu all over again. Tennessee Eclipse. Tennessee is Dave. This one, Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. A new name. Haven't had this one yet. I believe he's a younger guy. Is that Taji? I was thinking that was. I think it might be Tajay Spears. The linebacker. I think I said that right. Tajay Spears. I think you're right. For some reason I was thinking that was a different guy. Yep, Tajay Spears. 2 Tennessee Eclipses. No, you were right, Al. You were right. For some reason I was thinking it was offense, but you were right. So that was Tajay Spears and Kenny Anderson. And we'll try another one. There it is. There we go. That was Tajay Spears. Nice hit, Dave. Oh, man. I love that Propel. That's good stuff. All right, let's see what we got. First up, we got Greg, KC, and San Francisco. Al, Cincinnati. Brugman, Buffalo. Dave, Washington. Brady, got your Colts. Cade, Minnesota. Nathan, Detroit. Brugman, Vegas. Oh, I lost it. Greg, Houston. There they are. Al, Tampa Bay. Oh, my goodness. Scorching late on Detroit. Cade, Chicago. Not forgetting this time. Brady, Cleveland. That's spot 13. Tyler, Green Bay. Scorching, Giants and Cardinals. All right, that closes it. We'll do one more after this. We will try one more. Forgot to move one over. Who was it? Tampa Bay. Didn't move the Bucks. We're after Houston. All right. We'll do one more after this. We've got pretty strong helmets for every single team right now. So some of these randoms could pay off big time. Hope they did. All right, guys. Let's get some randoms. And like I said, we'll do one more after this. Greg, KC San Fran, Dallas, and the Jets. Al, Cincy, New England. Steve will buy Pittsburgh if whoever gets it wants to sell. Brugman, Buffalo, Jacksonville. Dave, Washington, Tennessee. Worked out last time. Brady, Indy, Miami. Cade, Minnesota, Seattle. I think you got both of them. Giants, Arizona. See Tyler Green. Yeah, you got both of them. Both of them, Ray. Nathan, Detroit, the Rams. Brugman, Vegas, Carolina. Greg, Houston, Baltimore. Al, Tampa Bay, Philly. Cade, Chicago, New Orleans. Brady, the Browns, Chargers. Tyler, Green Bay. Where are they? Pittsburgh. Tyler, if you want to sell Pittsburgh, Steve wants to buy. Scorching, you closed us. Giants and Cardinals. Broncos, Falcons. Oh, okay. I did that the other day on Al's. I was catching up, and I saw the comments below, and I claimed. And once I caught up, I realized that I was like way late. I told my wife next time I'm at a baseball game, I want to walk away and skip it so I can get the break. All right, 9 times. Tyler, let me know if you want to sell that to Steve or not. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. We got box 206 and 28. 206 is there. 28 is there also. 206 and 28. And we'll do one more after this. 206 and 28. All right, didn't hear from Tyler, so he's gonna. Looks like he's keeping it, Steve. All right, we got box 28 coming out first. See what we can get. Our numbers are way down, but we're still gonna try one more after this. Unless it says I'm talking to myself. All right. Denver. Ray. Scorching sports cards. Denver. on the rave. Earpiece in the bag. That's going to be Beckett authenticated. The other earpiece is in. Big hit. Nice hit, Ray. That's the young quarterback. He doesn't look young. That's going to be Bo Nix. Nice hit. Bo Nix on the Broncos. Sweet random. Bo Nix. Nice hit. When Bo Nix came out, I remember reading that he had a weak arm. They said he didn't have the big arm. I saw him on one of his highlight clips on YouTube the other day throwing a 70-yard bullet in the air for a touchdown. That dude can do it all. He is so good. I think Denver's got another stud there. All right. Now we're going with box 206. Arizona on the camo. Ray. Sweeping it. Arizona camo. Fanatics authenticated. Both earpieces in. There he is. The cornerback. A future Hall of Famer. It's going to be Patrick Peterson. Nice hit, Ray. Ray taking them both. Patrick Peterson and Bo Nix. Nice. Is that DeAndre? I am wrong. I have a Peterson in there. That is DeAndre. I do have a Patrick Peterson in there. I didn't even read it. Yeah, that's DeAndre Hopkins. Patrick Peterson's not number 10. I'm probably blushing. Every week, I got to make sure that something gets on the blooper reel. DeAndre Hopkins. Nice hit. Still a future Hall of Famer. Change the name. And cornerback. Change it to wide receiver. It's still there. Johnny 5 keeping me in line. Appreciate that. I guess the Patrick Peterson no longer a surprise. Oh, you're welcome, Ray. Nice hit. All right, guys, we're going to try one more. This will be the last one of the night. I'll try to read the autograph before I say the name. Teach me for thinking. Oh, hold on, Johnny 5. I'll give you a minute to back up. Hold on, guys. Hands up. There it is. And 16. All right, let's see what we got first. First up, we had Greg KC. Tyler, Cincinnati. Greg, San Francisco. Brugman, Buffalo. Al, late on Cincy. Brady, Indy. Nathan, Detroit. Excuse me. Cade, Minnesota. Scorching late on Detroit. Steve got the Steelers. That's spot 8. More of that. Dave, Washington. Al, Tampa Bay. Greg, Houston. Brady, late on Pittsburgh. Cade, Chicago. Spot 12. Scorching, late on San Francisco. But you got Vegas. I'm getting tired. Tyler, Miami. Spot 15. Brady, Cleveland. That's spot 15. One spot left, guys. Let me see. Arizona has got a Larry Fitz. Brugman, Houston's gone. Do have Arizona on. Has a Fitzgerald. Carolina has a Cam. Denver, we just hit the Knicks. There's a Terrell Davis, also a Rave, if anybody's looking. Dallas has a Dak. Dak's going to have a monster year this year. Tennessee, the Rams. Jags, there's Trevor Lawrence. Baltimore, there's a Ray Lewis. Green Bay, I don't remember what's came out to tell you what's in. The Giants, there's an LT with the LT is a bad motherfucker inscription. Atlanta has a Rave Bijan. Philly, I don't remember. Chargers, there's a Herbert. Saints, there is a Drew Brees. The Jets, I think there's a Sauce. Brugman, Chargers. That fills it. All right, guys, this will be the last one of the night. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I set them all out. I'm getting sleepy. I've been up a long time today. I was up late last night. Got up early again this morning. Got to get up tomorrow. Go to my older son's baseball game. Tried to get video of my younger son pitching, but for some reason he didn't pitch. So keep an eye out for that. He's a lefty with a slider that his fastball's not fantastic. It's good, but his slider is just it's filthy. Greg, Kansas City. The Giants. Tyler, Cincinnati. Carolina. Greg, San Francisco. The Jets. Brugman, Buffalo. New England. Brady, Indy. Dallas. Nathan, Detroit. Seattle. Cade, Minnesota. Green Bay. Steve, Pittsburgh. Philly. Dave, Washington. New Orleans. Al, Tampa Bay. Tennessee. Greg, Houston. Rams. Cade, Chicago. Denver. Was it Scorching? Scorching, Vegas. Arizona. I forgot to write it in. Tyler, Miami. Atlanta. Brady, Cleveland. Jacksonville. Brady also had the Chargers. You got the Ravens. All right, guys, we got Greg, Kansas City, and the Giants. Tyler, Cincy, Carolina. Greg, San Fran, and the Jets. Brugman, Buffalo, New England. Brady, Indy, Dallas. Nathan, Detroit, Seattle. Cade, Minnesota, Green Bay. Steve, Pittsburgh, Philly. Dave, Washington, New Orleans. Al, Tampa Bay, Tennessee. Greg, Houston, and the Rams. Cade, Chicago, Denver. Scorching, Vegas, Arizona. Tyler, Miami, Atlanta. Brady, Cleveland, Jacksonville. Chargers and Ravens. All right. This will be our last one of the night. Yeah, both my kids throw a pretty good slider. I've come to the conclusion that when a dad teaches a kid to pitch, it's taught based on what they grew up with. Like both of my kids have a two-seam, not like Greg Maddux, but that's why they have a two-seam and a slider because of Randy Johnson. I have a buddy who's 10 years older than me, and he taught his kids the cutter, like everybody in the 80s threw a cutter, and just find it amazing, like how that works. Kind of goes in cycles. You'll get the slider, and then it'll switch, then it will, just come back. It's just generational type thing. Pretty interesting. I could be completely wrong. That's what it seems like. There's a lot of the kids with dads, a little bit older than me, they teach that big hook curveball like Steve Carlton. I don't know. I might put too much thought into it. And number 9, we're going with box 57 and 16. There's 57. There's 16. Got them both. Brugman, you had Chargers, Ravens? Yes, Chargers, Ravens. Yep. Did I forget to read that off? I think I did. I said Brady because it had 2 B's and my eyes I'm seeing things blurry. I'm sorry. Everything's blurry. I'm not drunk. I'm tired. 57-16. Randomized 9 times. Yes, Brugman was Chargers and Ravens. Here in the Eastern time zone, it's 11:37. I'm old, and man, I ate dinner at 6. I appreciate it. Ate dinner at 6, ready for bed at 8. Not really, but Oh, fuck, I forgot the numbers. It was 57-16. I thought so. Had to make sure. 57 and 16. Gonna finish this for the evening. $57 right in front of the camera. 57 and 16. I'm going to set them on my chair. We'll start with 16. All right, guys. I hope I read them off. I think I did. All right, here we go. 16 up first. Good luck. Chicago. The Bears. Cade. Getting the bear. It's got a visor. Both earpieces are in. Beckett. Authenticated. And inscribed Hall of Fame 18. That's the old linebacker from, where'd he go? New Mexico? Haven't had him in a while. Used to see him a lot. Don't see him much anymore. But there you go. That's going to be Brian Urlacher. Nice hit, Cade. Brian Urlacher with the visor. Loved Urlacher. I bet not too many offensive guys liked Urlacher. Nice hit. All right, box 57, last one of the night. Let's make it another good one. It's going to be Chargers. That was Brugman. Zach closes with the Chargers and gets the hit. That's going to be Schwartz, authenticated. Both earpieces are in. And there it is. I can't remember if he made the Hall of Fame this year or last year. Whatever. I don't know if he made it yet, but she's for sure going to get there. No, I'm going to call it a night. My eyes aren't working too good. I'm exhausted. I stayed up too late, got up too early. And now I'm getting all tired. I'll end up screwing something up. Nice hit. Antonio Gates, top 5 tight end. I think I got him at number. I'd put him, number 3. I think it would go Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, and Antonio Gates. That'd be my top 3. Could be different than your top 3, but, your top 3 might be a little wrong. Okay, guys, we got Dan Hampton, Trent Green. I think it was Javon. I forgot. I'm too tired. Bob Lilly, Ken Anderson, CJ2K, that was from Gold Rush, Tyjae Spears, Bo Nix, Brian Urlacher, D-Hop, and Antonio Gates. All right, guys. Nice hits. I appreciate everybody joining in. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. After tomorrow, we got to go back to work after the 3-day weekend. I hope everybody has a great day. Spend it fishing, sleeping, doing something fun. And I'll see you back here next week. All right, guys. Thanks for the fills. Have a good one.